Today I wanted to make a video on the new lantern from Wurkkos, the CL01. Just taking a quick look here, they have upgraded their boxes. They look a lot like Olight now with the texture on them. Got some stats here, 550 lumens, stepless adjustments, RGB. You've got your runtime stats there. It is USB-C. On the bottom, tells you what model I've got here. And let's open it with the help of a Benchmade 940 here. And we'll just get it open. So here is the case that it comes in. Nice little bag to protect it. That's a nice feature here. Got the manual, a USB-C to C charging cable. Nice to see them drop USB-A. It's 2025. It's time to move on. Some extra O-ring and a lanyard, it looks like. All right, so here is the light itself. It is magnetic at the bottom here. A pretty strong magnet. Has no problem holding on to my knife blade there. I can even move it a decent amount. Let's open it up and see if there is a thing to protect the battery contact, and there is. You want to remove that. It is running a removable Wurkkos 21700 lithium-ion battery, 5,000 milliamp hours, flat top, although, yeah, flat top, and fits in there just like that. You just got that contact there, one spring. At the top here, you do have a hanger. So let's turn it on. And I'm not sure if you can see this when it is working. Yeah, you've got lights up at the top, and it reflects down here to the bottom, although there are no LEDs down there at the bottom, it looks like. Looks like they're just at the top. You've got the reflectors here that spread the light out. So press to on, and that adjusts the temperature. Yeah, so okay, so there it is, as warm as it goes, which is 3,000 Kelvin, and then you turn it, and we go up to the top of 6,000 Kelvin for the temperature range, and double click to go to the brightest output. There we go. We can see the tint shift better now in the brighter mode. I believe you just press and hold to get the different dimming to get your brightness exactly how you want. And I triple press to get into the RGB mode, and then I can just dial. It's stepped, and you can do many different colors here. Some are a little smoother than others. I have read that this has some special LED modes and things like that on it. Since I haven't had a chance to look at the manual yet, I won't know what that says, but I really like this. I shut off the light here a little bit so we can kind of see the output differences. So that's all the way cool. And then let's make it all the way warm. So really a neat lantern. I'll bring the brightness down a little bit. I'm a big lantern fan. So here we go through the RGB modes. So in the RGB modes, if you double press, you get a blinking, and that works for any color. If you press and hold, you get a fluid ramping of the colors. I'm a big lantern fan here. We use Olight bulbs in the house a lot, so that's kind of a size comparison there. And here is the LT1 as well, which we use this quite a bit around the house. I use this almost every day in my bathroom. And you can see it's quite a bit different in size. About the same height, but quite a bit narrower. And it's a lot lighter, probably by about half the plastic construction due to the aluminum construction. And I would say I like the lighting pattern of the Wurkkos here a little bit better. The Sofran is good. It spreads out, but it spreads up as far as it does down. So this is a little bit more even, I think. When you're out, you don't get as much light up, which is helpful when you're having it below eye level, which I think is how most people use a lantern.
A couple of notes on power for the Wurkkos CL01. First is it's USB-C rechargeable, which we covered before. However, with one of my favorite USB-C cables, it's got an LCD screen in the tip there. It doesn't fit. And this isn't a particularly fat cable, I feel like, but it just barely does not fit. I have others that are thinner that fit without an issue, so that's worth noting. When it is fully charged there, this will go solid, and it was before. This will work as an emergency power bank as well. Just put your USB-C cable from the flashlight or lantern to your device, like your phone, and it will sit there and charge. So that's a nice backup feature to have. It is threaded here at the bottom, which I think I failed to mention, which it'll go onto a tripod, standard tripod mount real nicely there. Quarter turn 20, I believe. I did do some runtime tests informally at a kind of a warmer tone and ran it at maximum output for just at 7 hours. It will run at maximum output here for 90 seconds and then step down to about 80% or so. And it's about like that or so, something close to that. It's hard to tell. It's not that much different. And it was very consistent through that time. Recharging took about 2 hours, 45 minutes. So we're very good there. I did check voltages and had no issue with either what it was showing as low voltage. I think it was about 2.8 volts to 4, which is about 4.1 volts or so. So all that's really good to see.
I like this Wurkkos CL01. I think this is a great lantern for their first attempt, and it feels solidly constructed. I like the lighting profile. I probably won't use the RGB lighting much, but it's a nice touch to be there. I like that it is a standard battery that's USB-C rechargeable on here. Overall, a fun little lantern, and I think this is a pickup, especially right now. You can get it on a pretty good sale, I think. So check the link below if you're interested and pick up a Wurkkos CL01. This is probably my new favorite lantern. As always, if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.